Today on Low Carb with Jennifer, I'm going to show you how to make this keto walking taco casserole. Hey guys, welcome back to Low Carb with Jennifer. What is a walking taco casserole? If you are from like the Midwest, United States, or even like the South, you might find these at like sportsy things, you know, like ballparks, things like that. They take a bag of little bag of Fritos, and then they put in it like ground beef and cheese and stuff like that, and then you can easily walk around and eat your taco. So this is kind of like that, but it's in a skillet. So we're going to get started with that. I've got a pound of ground beef in my skillet, and I'm going to cook it until it's cooked all of the way through, and I'm going to make sure and crumble it up. While this is cooking, I'm going to add a half a teaspoon of onion powder, 1.5 teaspoons of kosher salt, 1.5 teaspoons of ground cumin, a half a teaspoon of garlic powder, a half a teaspoon of chili powder, and a half a teaspoon of smoked paprika. So that's our seasonings for our meat. So I'm just going to continue to cook this and chop it up. Okay, our ground beef is cooked all the way through. So I'm going to add some tomatoes with green chilies. It's traditionally called Rotel. So they have original, mild, and spicy versions. I just get the mild because I don't like a lot of spice. But I'm gonna add this whole, so this would be a whole can of Rotel. And if you're like, what is Rotel? It's tomatoes with green chilies, and they have generic versions too. And my ground beef didn't really have a whole lot of fat that needed to be drained, so I didn't drain it. Okay, I'm gonna make this a single layer, and I'm going to put 2 cups of shredded cheddar cheese on top. I'm gonna make sure it's all evenly spread around. Yum, 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 cheese. So now we're gonna put this in the oven for 10 minutes at 375 to get the cheese melted. Okay, our casserole is out of the oven. Our cheese is all nice and melted, so let's finish this up. I'm gonna put these high-low keto chips. I've got 3 servings of these chips right here. I love these chips, high-low life keto chips. I get them at Costco. I don't know where else you can get them. Probably Kroger, Walmart maybe, online. But they're so good. So I'm gonna crunch these up. I'm just gonna use the bottom of my spatula. And you just want to just break them up a little bit. And I'm gonna do it over my casserole so they fall out of the bowl. It just goes right in there, kind of. You could also do this in a bag. Okay, now we're going to sprinkle the chips on top. I would recommend a bag, probably a little bit less messy. So now I'm gonna add shredded lettuce and cilantro, because I love cilantro. And finally, I've got some chopped tomatoes. How pretty is that? Nutritious, delicious, and beautiful. You are going to love this. This makes 6 generous servings. So what I like to do is to divide it up in the pan and then put it in meal prep containers. So I'll have lunch for 6 days. It's awesome. A really delicious lunch, and the chips are good even reheated. They don't get like soggy and yucky. Like, they're still really good. Even after spending a week in the refrigerator, the last meal prep container with the chip is still just as delicious as the first. You could also add sour cream, guacamole on top, on the side, or or you can put it on top, whatever you want to do. But I can tell you right now that any family member is going to love this. My kids would eat this. They probably wouldn't want to eat the cilantro, the tomatoes, or the lettuce, of course, because they're super picky. But anyway, be sure to check out this recipe, and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.